Dear Masamba and the UGIH team, dear fellow panelists and participants, it's a great honor to present our innovation project that we drive together with the Urban Transition Mission. A quick introduction, Stephan de Haas from Deutsche Telekom's Systems Unit leading X-Creation, a curated community and service to accelerate sustainable innovations, together with 140 plus collaborators from plus 70 organizations, including corporates, public organizations, universities, and associations. We are working on 12 challenges a year, from needs to solutions in cities and regions, industry and finance, healthcare, and corporate responsibility. Go and check us out at X-Creation on LinkedIn. What I will address, why we love UGIH, how it works, what we have achieved, and encourage you to join us for the next step. Why we love UGIH. It's been the sign where we have been looking for. The X-Creation Innovation community wants to accelerate impact, but where should we start? What are the pressing needs? What are the missing solutions? Whom do we need to work with? How can we scale the solutions? The UGIH provides answers to these questions. It provides the space to inspire and connect. How does it work? We start with needs. I met Giorgia Rambelli, who leads the UTM, the Urban Transition Mission, at a strategic innovation workshop in New York last year. Giorgia and her members represent the needs of the citizens, cities, and regions. We asked ourselves, how might we provide access to goods and services with less need for mobility? The 15-minute city concept provided a good vision to reach these objectives. When we then focused on challenges in March of a digital support for urban transitions, planning, and mobility in our X-Creation Inspiration Studio. We thought about an open source and open data toolbox for city planners and policymakers, providing the data and the applications for urban planning. With that initial idea, we teamed up with many cities from the Urban Transition Mission and solution partners. From March until June, we worked towards a solution. What have we achieved? With our partners, we created a technical innovation to securely integrate and share data. We created 2 use cases that are currently high in demand: bike route planning, planning of heat mitigation measures, and we need a lot of data, as you see in a second, to plan those mitigation adaptation scenarios. Mobility data from bikes, cars, and phones, geospatial data from the city, remote sensing data from satellites and drones, IoT devices deployed in the city, energy data from companies, and many more. Additional use cases can be deployed quickly. Let's look briefly at those use cases. Starting with bike lanes, here a couple of design parameters are important. For instance, the length, usually constrained by the available budget, the focus on a specific user group like schools or city districts. Data analytics is then used to calculate the recommendations. For this, you need mobility data, in our case from bike sharing services that was recorded for a couple of months going through those bike lanes in the city. Heat mitigation planning. Again, it all starts with a couple of design parameters that the city planners might want to use. For instance, the heat stress levels based on surface temperatures. There are different levels that you can plan for. The vulnerability groups differentiated by age and the places of exposures like bus stops or schools. And last but not least, the available budget for those initiatives. And again, the magic then with the calculation, the prioritized risk areas are analyzed or calculated. The mitigation measures like trees, shading, installations with the available budgets are proposed that then can start into a planning exercise. Now, in summary, what have we achieved and what is still missing? So as you see, we delivered technology innovation, tick mark there. But we need policy innovation. One major problem is that many public and commercial organizations keep their data closed. And if they open their data, they are afraid to lose sovereignty. They want to maintain control over who is doing what with their data. The EU, well known for data protection, has actually created a remarkable policy innovation. It's called the Data Act. It will become effective September 2025 and basically provides the legal framework to open data and sovereign sharing of data. I encourage other territories to look at the policy innovation as it is also a path for the next topic. What we desperately need in addition is a business model innovation. The majority of cities simply do not have the resources in terms of capabilities and finance to implement the solution. We need to design a business model where the digital infrastructure as well as blended financing of those are shared between the cities. Only when this takes place, we can truly scale and make an impact. So what's next is actually really working on this business model innovation in our next challenge. And I welcome everyone to join this challenge that starts in our X Creation Inspiration Studio, Cities and Regions, Berlin, March 11th and 12th. So thank you so much and hope to see you then. Bye-bye.